Heyo, what's up? I'm CoolPikachu and welcome to my speed draw of Pokemon Subspecies. This series will all be going through the whole Johto Pokedex, designing 4 different variants of each Pokemon individual. Next up, we got one of the 4 Pokemon whose name is a palindrome, Girafarig. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I didn't have that much trouble with figuring out what each variant should look like. I knew right away that I was going to have to change the pattern on Girafarig. I first looked at some species of giraffes and, yes, believe it or not, there are different species of giraffes. They all look the same to me, so I just ended up making up my own patterns. Although figuring out what designs I wanted was easy, drawing Girafarig was a different story. To put it lightly, it was one of the more harder Pokemon that I've had to draw. Legs in general are my weak spot in drawing, so getting Girafarigs right was quite the challenge. They are so knobbly. I did take my time with them, which did result in taking an extra 30 minutes longer than I usually take to draw these, but I think it worked out in the end because it doesn't look half bad. Ultimately, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. For the first one, we got the star pattern. Girafarig's different subspecies are one of the more simpler design changes I've done to a Pokemon, so my explanations are going to be very short. All I did with this one was switch the hexagon shapes to 4 pointed stars. Next up is the mosaic pattern. I tried finding a better name for it, but this is all I came up with. The idea was to take Girafarig's original pattern and just add more to it. So I added more little shapes next to the bigger hexagon ones that Girafarig usually has. I added some on the tail as well to give it more of a distinguished look from the standard Girafarig. The next one is the galaxy pattern. Instead of hexagons, this one has diamond shapes. I stuck with the 5 main shapes along the back, then added more little diamonds as well as big ones. I added them down along both of the legs so that the galaxy one and mosaic didn't look too similar to each other. describes itself. All I did was change the Girafarig shapes to big circular splotches. I added some more little spots to further the difference from the original. Have it, a little explanation of each subspecies of Girafarig, even though the design changes were a bit more subtler than I'm used to. Quick question before I go, do you guys like seeing me complete the shading, or is it enough to just see the line art and coloring? Leave a comment about it below. And don't forget to give that like button a little electric shock, and if you want to see more of my videos, join the PikaClan by subscribing. Just remember to keep it cool. Catch you all later.